It is a bunch of people who basically put on a comedy show based on D&D, all that stuff. I've seen clips and different things. It's going to be extraordinary. We're going to talk a little bit more about that as well on the next little segment here. They also got Jay Tanuki, which is a Winnipeg-based cosplayer. And Chloe Sky, who is also another Winnipeg-based cosplayer. She's very well known for her World of Warcraft cosplay. She's actually going to be appearing on our show on the 28th as one of our special guests. So that is going to be awesome. As well as we are going to have Entercon, which is the convention for Transformers. They will also be on our show as well during FanQuest weekend. And then they do have multiple events other than just FanQuest as well that are going on outside of FanQuest. They have the D&D Improv, which is May 26th. They have, which the one thing I am going to be going to, which is on May 26th as well. They have the 40th anniversary Star Wars social at Crescentwood Community Center. Tickets are $10, but if you show up in costume, they're only $8. And we know Winnipeggers love to dress up in costume because we like to hide our faces more often than we. I'm in a costume every day of my life. Yeah, so am I. And then they have the beer and board games live on May 28th, and that's my kind of show. Beer and board games. You can't get any better than that.
No, you can't.
Okay, it's got to be whiskey and board games. But anyways, these guys...
Jack Daniels and board games.
These guys do craft beer, which is also really good. You can't go wrong with craft beer.
Oh, guys, I don't know, me and craft beer, I don't know if that really works, man. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, absolutely. So you can find all this on the FanQuest website. It's actually fanquestcon.com. So all the information is going to be on there. There's a zombie in the kitchen. And no, it's not a zombie goat. So that's pretty much the rundown on all that. There's so much going on. So many different groups that are going to be on the FanQuest Bazaar. I don't know. The area that has everybody. Lazy Nerd will also be there. Of course, he'll be in the courtyard doing all his musical godness. He's actually the one who created our music for our show, so definitely go down and check him out. He's going to be awesome, and you'll learn a few things. Other than that, there's really look up FanQuest on Facebook. All things will be on there as well.
And if you guys want to check them out on their Twitter account is @FanQuestCon. So go check them out on Twitter as well.
Yes.
And you know what? And quickly, I don't know if either of you guys caught Gotham last night.
Unfortunately, I did not.
You guys suck, because I wanted to go off, and I sat down this afternoon because I've been taking some time off, and I got a chance to watch, Gotham, and this episode is absolutely phenomenal. I'm definitely excited to see what happens in the next couple of weeks. I don't want to give anything away, but there's one pivotal scene in the show, and we get a bit of a segue towards what is going to happen at the very end of the show that absolutely got the hair on the back of my neck sticking up. And I'm really excited to see what happens, and I'm really angry at you for not watching the episode last night, because man, I wanted to talk to you about it.
I unfortunately had to go fancy steel toe boot shopping last night.
Well, you just suck.
Yeah.
It was an awesome trip, though.
It was an awesome trip. I do want to point out, we actually were asked a question if there was going to be a Sword and Sabers this year. I've been reading along with C4 and all that. There will not be a Swords and Sabers this year, but there's going to be something along the same aspect this year in its place. One when I find what I'm looking for, I will post that on the Facebook page as well. Just kind of give you guys a little input there. It's going to be hosted by C4 as well, and Cobra Collectibles. Same as Swords and Sabers, just a little more of a social atmosphere, I think it is this year. So they're constantly changing up what they do and how they do things, and sometimes they find gold, sometimes they don't, but that's pretty much how the business goes. But we do have some good news, though. Well, next weekend we will not have a live episode, next Tuesday will not be a live episode. It will be pre-taped. So you'll still be able to hear our voices, just not live. We are going to have the opportunity to sit down with the Manitoba Prairie Furs. Jeez.
Furs?
The Manitoba Furries. Organization here in Winnipeg. We actually sat down with them around the start of us doing the podcast almost 2 years ago. They have made some big announcements, and they're going to be coming on our show this weekend to talk about it a lot more and explain what they're doing and how they're moving forward. So we're definitely looking forward to that interview, as well as sitting down with Sean from Manitoba Prairie. Wild Prairie Furs. Wow, I was almost there.
You were far off.
I said Prairie Furs. I forgot the wild part.
Yeah, so we will be sitting down and we'll be talking to Sean from Wild Prairie Furs. And so, next week's episode will be pre-recorded. And I'm really hoping, following the procedure, that my voice is going to hold up for that one. So.
Yes, well, I definitely agree. But worst case scenario, like if it's anything like our last interview, he definitely had a lot to say, which allowed us to kind of sit back a little bit more and definitely, enjoy the knowledge that he dropped on us for what they are and what they do. And I'm excited for the news that they're announcing. So it's definitely going to be something that this city is going to enjoy as well. And
yeah, absolutely. I have a pretty good idea of what he wants to go off and announce, and I'm very excited that they've asked us to kind of help them go off and to reveal some stuff about it.
Absolutely, and it's amazing that one of our first interviews is going to be coming around again, especially with our 2-year anniversary coming up really, really fast.
June 5th will mark our 2nd year anniversary.
Yeah.
So
shortly after Fanquest.
Yeah. So that's going to be absolutely huge.
Just no cake in the face this year.
Yeah, that would be nice if we didn't get any cake in the face.
Yes.
Hey guys,
but that's up to Bubbles.
To go off and to give out, so it is. It's time for some shameless plugs.
Yes, definitely. Shameless plugs time. So you can follow me on Twitter at RealCaptFizz, so at RealCaptainFizz.
You can follow this local fellow at that mask guy. Follow the show at Fizz Mash Show. And you know what? Go check out our website, www.fizzmashow.com.
You can also check us out on Facebook. Just look up Captain Fizz and the Masked Man. Everything will be on there. We will be sharing all the things the next little bit for FanQuest, as well as a little bit more about the Wild Prairie Furs leading up to our interview this weekend that is airing next Tuesday, and a lot more about different events going on for KeyCon, not this weekend, but the weekend after. The next 2 weeks are definitely going to be extremely busy for myself, so there's definitely going to be a lot going on, but we can't wait to see you all at FanQuest, and definitely come check us out there, as well as Lazy Nerd, who is in our chat here. So go check him out at FanQuest as well. It's something you will not regret.
Hey guys, you can go check out Lazy Nerd on Facebook as well.
Yes, go check him out. He put some awesome music out there. He actually designed our music for our show here, and we couldn't be happier. So go check him out. Go listen to what he's got. And if you go to the FanQuest Facebook, when they do their little video talking about all the guests that they've announced for this upcoming FanQuest, the music is actually his. Just want to point that out because it is extraordinary and goes so well with the video they're doing, and really kind of puts the point out there. And that's enough for the bragging.
That's enough of the bragging, absolutely. So thank you, everyone who's tuned in to listen to us tonight. Just, thanks, Captain, and, for all your patience, with me and all my stuff that I've been going through as far as my health is concerned. I am getting better. It just doesn't seem like it some days, and, it's a slow, progressive thing.
Well, if we have to put you in a bubble for FanQuest weekend, we'll put you in a bubble.
Hey, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. And so in the meantime, and in between time, I am Groot.
And I have to do a big shout out to the cops for forcing us to go inside because they decided to show up with some tasers, and I don't want to get tasered tonight. So in that case, stay frosty, everybody. And thank you once again to Ink for joining us in the studio occasionally. I'm not taking pictures of me getting tasered. Amy, you could beg all you want. It ain't going to happen.
Don't worry, I'll take some later.
Okay, well, there you go. There'll be
I'll
pictures.
punch his gun.
We're not doing that experiment again. So, stay frosty, everybody. Thank you, Ink.
No problem, man.
We will have to do this again, and stay frosty. Good night, everybody.